Hey, what's going on, everybody? Thank you so much for tuning into the channel. It's your boy Shad, and today doing a special countdown of my top 5 USA themed sneakers. Before we do anything else, I want to give a special shout out to my grandma whose birthday is today. Just want to say I love you, grandma, and I hope your day is a great day. When you think about the 4th of July, you think about fireworks, you think about cookouts, you think about baseball, all those things. I also started thinking about like, what are some of the best USA themed sneakers? I don't think there's too many specific Independence Day sneakers. One of them we know about that ended up getting banned. And I wanted to put a quick list together of what my favorite ones over the years have been. So let me first start off with honorable mention in New Balance, the 2020 release of the USA 992, which is a cool colorway because it featured a white and red midsole, and then you had a heavily blue upper in suede. Then you had also those hits of red on the underlay with white on the collar and then the tongue. And of course, in New Balance fashion, you've got a little bit of gray hits going across the upper as well. But I threw that on there as an honorable mention. So kicking off this list with number 5 is the Air Jordan 6 from 2000, the USA. So a lot of people think that Michael Jordan actually wore this sneaker, which is not the case. It was actually worn by Ray Allen and Vin Baker, and it was during the 2000 Olympics. A really clean sneaker. Of course, the Air Jordan 6 is a classic silhouette. This shoe actually re-released in 2012. And fun fact, this is actually the absolute last sneaker that I stood in line for back in the day with my brothers. So, that one holds a special place in my heart, just for nostalgic purposes, but also a clean shoe. So number 4 on my list is the Nike Air Max 95 Independence Day, which dropped, I believe, in 2014. I did hit on those back then, and I still have them in the collection today. I love this shoe because of the red upper and then the white midsole. Then you had that gum bottom, and then you had these 3M hits throughout the shoe. On the laces, you had these 3M speckles. Topping that off, you had gold tips on the shoe as well, on the laces, which was really cool. But I think the best part about it, on the inside lining of the shoe, which was that navy blue, you had these 3M stars throughout. Obviously you wouldn't see them if you were wearing the sneaker, but you took them off and you look at them and you can see them in there, which I thought was really cool. But that's number 4 on my list, the Air Max 95 Independence Day. Number 3 on my list is the Air Force 180s, the Charles Barkley's, one of the cleanest sneakers that ever dropped, in my opinion. I love that shoe. I love everything about that shoe, the color blocking, that little gold hit on the midsole. Just thinking about Charles Barkley wearing these on the 1992 Olympics with the Dream Team, it was just a bad shoe. Not bad, meaning bad, but meaning good. Very chunky, it was in your face. It was an aggressive looking shoe. And I loved it. I love the little ribbing, the blue ribbing on the upper there with the strap on the sneakers. Man, it was a good shoe. Now the shoe retroed a few times in 2004, 2012, and then 2016. I was able to get them in 2012. I still have them today, which they're probably not in the greatest of condition at this point. But I love them. I will, if they drop again, I'll definitely get another pair of them. But the Air Force 180 Charles Barkley's are definitely on my list for sure. All right, so I was going back and forth between number 1 and number 2, but I think it was only right that number 1 is what it is. But number 2, it was one of my grails at one point in time. 1996 Air More Up Tempo USA, worn by Scotty Pippen. Just the shoe itself is just iconic. We already know the big air flashing across the sides of the sneaker, but that navy with that white and the white cascading down to the air unit, it was a shoe that that always escaped me. Anytime I tried to get them, I couldn't get them, but I finally got my hands on them in 2020, I believe it was. To be able to have those in the collection is just, it's a good feeling. I love pulling them out and looking at them, throw them on feet, breaking them out every once in a while, I'll do, but beautiful, beautiful shoe. It would be number 1, but like I said, the shoe that I have in front of it is just, it is what it is. So with that being said, let me get into my number 1 sneaker, and as many of you guys probably would have guessed it, it's the Air Jordan 7 USA colorway. what really needs to be said about this sneaker? This was Michael Jordan leading the dream team to an undefeated record, the greatest ensemble of athletes in the history of sports. It was a beautiful thing to watch. And I was actually, the funny thing is, I was in Barcelona for one brief moment just before the Olympics kicked off. I lived in Spain for a few years. My father was in the military. And so we had to go to Barcelona to get my youngest brother's passport so that we could travel. And so we ended up going through Barcelona. I got lost. There's a whole story behind it. We got lost there. We ended up at the police station. Like, it was crazy. I was only 8 years old, but I do remember as we were riding through the city, we could see all of the Olympic things being set up. They were getting everything prepped and ready for that. So, you know, that was pretty cool. I mean, it didn't dawn on me, like, the magnitude of that wasn't there, but I wish we were there during the Olympics, because it would have been a spectacle to be able to, like, I'm pretty sure we would have at least caught at least one basketball game to watch the dream team play. But, you know, again, that sneaker is just, the Jordan 7 is what it is. It's an iconic sneaker. It's an iconic silhouette, you know, and just that color blocking is just a classic. Now, they've done a few different renditions of the shoe. I've only actually had the For the Love of the Game Air Jordan 7s in that colorway. But I think just overall, that colorway is, you know, just stands for a lot. It's Michael Jordan. It's the Dream Teams, 1992, you know. What more can I say? Like I said, what is there? What else can we say? But post your comments below. Let me know what's your favorite shoes that are Independence Day or USA themed. You know, why they are favorites, and do you agree with my list? I think a lot of younger people might have, you know, other opinions, but share your thoughts. I want to know, you know, what are your favorite USA themed sneakers? But as always, thank you guys so much for tuning in. Hey, if you guys are out there on the 4th of July, be safe. Enjoy your day off. Grill. Spend time with the fam. I'll catch you guys on the next one. Y'all be easy. Peace.